All right, people, this is your boy ABC Tatachini once again, and I'm here with you for another fragrance review. You want to know what I'm about? All I'm about is to make sure that you smell good, you smell rich, you smell bold, you smell confident, and you smell sexy. And the good thing is you can do all this without having to spend a fortune. People, today, let's talk about how we are going to get the best out of our fragrances. 5 tips. The first tip is that you got to get the fragrance with the right concentration. As I've said numerous times on this platform, I said fragrances are made of what we call essential oil. So the higher the concentration of essential oils, the longer the fragrance lasts. So you have, like, we have the oil-based fragrances. Those are the fragrances with the highest concentration of essential oils. And then you come to what we call the perfume. And then you come to eau de parfum. Then there's eau de toilette. There is cologne. And then there is eau fraiche. The eau fraiches are the fragrances with the lowest concentration of essential oil. So if someone is wearing a fragrance that is an eau de toilette, and then you are wearing a fragrance that is an eau fraiche, technically the eau de toilette is going to last longer than the eau fraiche, because the eau de toilette has more concentration of essential oils than the eau fraiche. It's simple as ABC. The second thing that you got to do is that you got to apply the fragrances after you take a warm shower. People, take a shower before you put on your fragrance. Why am I saying that? Because after a very warm shower, the pores of the body are opened, and when the pores of the body are open, they are able to absorb the fragrances and they project better. The third thing that you gotta do is, people, apply the fragrances on the pulse point. What are your pulse points? Your pulse points are the points where, like, the heartbeat of the beat of the heart can be felt. Basically where the arteries are closer to the surface of this to the skin surface, so you can kind of feel your heartbeat. Your pulse points are behind your ears. There is a pulse point behind your ears. There are pulse points right here under the neck. There are pulse points over here. Those are the brachial pulse points, and then we have the radial pulse point. So if you are applying the fragrance behind the ears, right, so you can put one here, and one here, and then some people like to put on the wrist or in the antecubital or inside the elbow. Those are very, very good pulse points. But when I am applying a fragrance, I use the pulse points behind my ear. So I go like 1, 2, and instead of going right under the pulse points of my neck, I just kind of go on the collar of my shirt. So 3, 4, and then I do one in the back, so that if you meet a very nice sexy lady and then you give them a hug, they are able to smell what you're wearing. You get a tip. So first one, buy the fragrance with the right concentration. Number 2, apply it after a warm shower. Number 3, apply it on the pulse point. Some people waste fragrances. I see some people spray fragrances like this, and then they are gonna walk through it. Man, if I have my Creed Silver Mountain Water, this is a fragrance that I bought for $450. I'm not gonna be spraying it, wasting it, and then walking through it. That is absolutely nonsense to me. But that is what some people like to do. So who I am to say. The fourth one is that do not rub it. Do not rub it. You see some people apply fragrances like they apply one here, they apply another one here, and then they go like this. When you do that, you are just messing up with the chemical composition of the fragrance. And then the fragrances are arranged. You have the top notes, you have the heart notes, and then you have the base note. And it's supposed to grow on your skin. So once you put on the fragrance, the top notes are supposed to pop out first, and then with time the heart notes blend in and the base notes also blend in. So if you rub it, you are messing with the notes arrangement, you are messing with the chemical composition of the fragrance, and you are messing with the whole fragrance. Do not rub it. Number 5 is that do not mix it. I don't know why people do that. I don't know why people think it is wise to be mixing fragrances. Because fragrances is a way of communication. If I put on my Creed Aventus, I'm trying to tell you that I am a guy who is very mature, who is very rich, who is independent, and who is about to take over. So why in heaven's name am I gonna mix Creed Aventus with Versace Eros Flame? Versace Eros is a fragrance that presents you as the kind of flirtatious bad guy who is ready to party. So every fragrance has a meaning. However you smell has a meaning, and it carries a message. So there is no point mixing the fragrance. And then again, fragrances are made with various notes, various ingredients. Some fragrances are made for certain kind of occasions. Some fragrances are made for certain kinds of weather. You know, there is no point mixing Aventus, which is basically a summer fragrance, with let's say Amwaja Pigment, which is basically a winter fragrance. So what message are you trying to put across? You know, and then if you are wearing a $450 fragrance, of course, if someone, it should be a single fragrance that someone is gonna smell it and be like, oh my gosh, you smell so good. What are you wearing? And then I should be able to tell them that, oh, I'm wearing Silver Mountain Water from the House of Creed. If I mix this expensive fragrance with how do you call it, this John Varvatos Artisan Pure, this is also a good fragrance, but this is a very citrusy fragrance. You know, so if I got this for $450, I got this for $50. So if I mix this fragrance and I meet a very nice sexy young girl and he's like, oh Leo, what are you wearing? What am I gonna say? Am I gonna say I'm wearing Creed, or am I gonna say I'm wearing John Varvatos? It doesn't make any sense to mix your fragrance. All right, people, let's do a quick recap. First one, buy the fragrance with the right concentration. Number 2, apply the fragrance after a warm shower. Number 3, apply it on the pulse point. Number 4, do not rub it. And number 5, do not mix. This is what I have for you today. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the notification button, and let me hear from you from the comment section. Why, guys? Why do you mix your fragrance? And why don't you want to take a shower before you put on your fragrance? This is your boy ABC Dachini. I'm out. Be safe out there.